Hello again. Welcome back. Welcome back to a new class, to class number 88. Not bad. Very slowly. For me, it seems forever. Giving these classes day after day, hour after hour, it seems like I'm crossing the desert and I can't see the end of the tunnel. But I have seen the end of many tunnels for many students. I have taken many students through the dark tunnel to the light at the end. So I'm accustomed to going through the tunnel, crossing the desert. You, I don't know. But if you stay with me, llegarás a ser veterano de cruzar túneles o desiertos. You'll become a veteran. You'll become, with me, a veteran in how to cross a desert or how to go through a tunnel and see the light at the end and reach the light. Class number 88, not bad. Camera number 1. Okay, me siento como un hombre nuevo. I feel like a new man. I feel like a new man. También si quiero puedo añadir gerundios y ya es el sentido de tengo ganas de o me apetece hacer. Me apetece beber agua. I feel like drinking water. I feel like teaching a little less in the future. I feel like retiring soon, jubilarme. I feel like retiring soon. I feel like working less. I feel like taking a short vacation. But now, I feel like a new man. Yes, I feel like a new man. Siento como si estuviera flotando. I feel como si, as if. I feel as if I were floating, como si estuviera. Si yo estuviera en tu lugar, if I were. Si yo fuera rico, if I were. If I were a rich man, if I were you, if I feel as if I were floating, if I were. Okay, no me cuentes la misma historia otra vez. Don't tell me, no me cuentes la misma historia. Don't tell me the same story. No digáis history. History es el orden cronológico de acontecimientos históricos. That's history. A story es un relato, un cuento, una historia contada. Okay? Don't tell me the same story. The same story. Again. Varias cosas. The same story. Decirlo. No, the same story, no. The same story, no. The same story. La M de same, al cerrar la boca, ya inicias la S de story. The same story, the same story. Y luego otra vez es again, no again. Again. Como una ginebra, gin, again. No me des un ginebra otra vez. Don't give me a gin again. Ginebra otra vez. Gin again, please, no. Again, don't tell me the same story again. Alguien tendrá que venir. Somebody or someone, someone will have to come. Fijaos, have to, the obligation. The pronunciation of have changes from have to have. Quite abrupt, violent, have to, porque es obligación, muchas veces no deseada. Tengo que hacerlo. Do I have to do it? Do I have to do it? Y se larga ese F, sonido de F, por exasperación. Do I have to do it? Alguien tendrá que venir. Somebody will have to come. Levántate y contesta el teléfono. Come on, get up and answer the phone. Don't be lazy. Come on. Everybody here does things for you. Ya es hora de que hagas tú. It's about time you do something yourself. So get up, and answer the telephone, please. Y si es Pepe, dile que no estoy. If it's Pepe, tell him, así los nativos. Tú, tell him. Os recomiendo aspirar la H. Tell him. Pero el nativo para entenderle no va a decir tell him, va a decir tell him, tell him, tell him. If it's Pepe, tell him I'm not here. Dile que me he ido a la playa. Tell him I've gone to the beach. Dile lo que sea. Tell him anything. Tell him anything. I don't care. Tell him whatever you want. Just don't tell him I'm here, because I don't want to talk to him. I owe him money. I owe him money. He wants my money. Well, he wants his money because he lent me money, so I owe him money. So tell him I'm not here. I don't want to talk to him because I don't have his money. I'm worried, okay? I have a problem. I owe Pepe money. And my wife says, it's not your problem, it's Pepe's problem, okay? But nevertheless, get up and answer the telephone. If it's Pepe, tell him I'm not here. Tell him I've gone to the beach. Tell him anything. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, like what? Tell him anything. Pues yo no sé mentir. I don't know how to lie. I don't know how to lie. I don't know how to lie. Do you know how to lie? Some people know how to lie very well. Other people don't. No me lo des todavía. Don't give it to me yet. Don't give it to me yet. Yet. All right? Y no hay mercado para un producto como ese. There isn't a market for a product like that. Inglés sin esfuerzo, sí hay mercado. Inglés con esfuerzo, no sé si hay mercado. I don't know if there's a market for a product like that. Okay, I'll be back after our next teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Richard. My name is Annette. No, my name isn't Annette. What's my name? Wait, your name is Annette.
Yes, my name is Annette.
And what's my name then?
Alberto.
I'm so forgetful. And what's the name of this course?
Vaughan 4.0.
Me gusta como lo dices. Vamos a cambiar. Tú enséñame a mí. You want to try it?
No.
Dice,
You
no.
are the
Si
teacher.
quieres, el español sí, pero el inglés, si fuera Vaughan español, entonces sí. Right? Okay, well, do you trust me? ¿Te fías de mí?
A lot. Del todo.
Completely.
Completely.
I completely trust you.
I completely trust you.
Oh, be careful. It's a joke. Well, you should trust me with English because I will never mislead you. Nunca te voy a engañar. I will never mislead you. I always try and teach you the English that you need to survive. The most, no para usar lo que decimos en English on the go, pero an English that you need, that you can get by, apañarte con el inglés. I'm not going to teach you Shakespeare. No te voy a enseñar Shakespeare. Me parece genial, pero no me parece muy útil. So I'm going to teach you English that you need to get by. That's all. Ask me what we're going to do today.
What are we going to do today?
What do you want to know? I forget.
I want to know what we are going to do today.
Great. We're going to do a translation list and a bit of a review. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Now, I do my translation lists a little bit differently. Because, well, you'll see. Okay. Me siento como un hombre nuevo. Esto es una frase en inglés cuando te acabas de duchar o vienes del gimnasio. How do you say? Y se puede decir como mujer también, pero vamos con este. Me siento como un hombre nuevo.
I feel like a new man.
Yeah, I feel like a new man. Ask me.
Are you feeling like a new man?
Es presente.
Do you feel like a new man?
What do you want to know?
I want to know if you feel like a new man.
Yes, I feel, pero lo tienes que hacer como, I feel like a new man. ¿Ves? Hay que poner la entonación igual, en inglés, con sarcasmo, igual, right? Tienes que transmitir eso en tu voz, right? Ok, siento como si estuviera flotando. No sé lo que ha fumado, pero siento...
I feel like floating.
Ok, eso es como, me siento como me apetece. Tú acabas de decir, me apetece flotar. Que también sería divertido si tienes una máquina de aire de estos, pero vamos a decir, siento como si estuviera.
I feel like I'm floating.
Okay, I feel as if I were. Como si estuvieras, as if I were.
I feel as if I were floating.
I feel as if I were floating. Ask me. Do you?
Do you feel as you were floating? As if you are floating?
Were, y lo tienes.
Do you feel as if you were floating?
One more time.
Do you feel as if you were floating?
Yes, I feel as if I were floating. Yeah, all the time. I live in the clouds. Vivo en las nubes. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. No me cuentes la misma historia otra vez. Quiero que lo intentes con el sarcasmo aquí, como que basta ya. Quiero oír eso en tu voz. No me cuentes la misma historia otra vez.
Don't tell me the same story again.
Yeah, don't tell me the same story again. Great, okay. How do you say, lo estás inventando?
You're, I don't know.
Esto no sale en la lista, así que lo estoy inventando. You're making it up.
Ah,
Okay, ¿cómo se dice?
you're making it up.
Ask me if I'm making it up.
Are you making it up?
Yes, I'm making it up. Yeah. Okay, alguien tendrá que venir.
Someone has to come.
Okay, eso es alguien tiene que. Alguien tendrá. Someone will have to come.
Someone will have to come.
Someone will have to come. ¿Cómo lo pones en pregunta? ¿Tendrá que venir alguien? Will?
Will someone come?
Okay, eso es. Ponme el have to ahí dentro.
Will someone have to come?
Eso es. Right? Will someone have to come? Yes. Someone will have to come. ¿Se podría decir somebody will have to come?
Yes.
Me encantó. Dice, yes, porque yo te estaba diciendo, sí. What is this? What am I doing?
Yeah, you are
What am I doing?
affirming it.
I am nodding.
Ah,
This is to nod. N-O-D. I'm nodding. Okay? So someone y somebody son iguales. Lo mismo que anyone and anybody. Everyone and everybody. Los ones and los buddies, iguales. Elige tu favorito. Entiende los dos. Okay? Here we go. Another one. Levántate y contesta al teléfono.
get up and answer the telephone.
Okay, one more time.
Get up and answer the call.
Okay, and answer the call or answer the phone. Sure. Okay, si es Pepe, dile que no estoy.
If it's Pepe, tell him I'm not here.
Yeah. If it's Pepe, tell him I'm not here. Dile que me he ido a la playa. Dile a él que me he ido a la playa.
Tell him that I went to the beach.
Okay, tell him that I've gone.
Tell him that I've gone to the beach.
Absolutely, okay? Dile cualquier cosa. Eso es lo que digo. Muchas veces me llaman. Dile cualquier cosa.
Tell him anything.
Okay, tell him anything. Tell him anything. No sé mentir.
I can't lie.
I can't. ¿Cómo si lo ponemos con I don't know?
I don't know how to lie.
Eso es. Ask me, ¿sabes mentir?
Do you know how to lie?
What do you think?
Maybe.
He said, eres actor, sí que sabes mentir. You know how to lie. Okay, y la última, ¿cuánto quieren por el cuadro?
How much do they ask for it?
Okay, how much do they want for it? Okay, how much do they want for it? Well, we've got to go. Keep reviewing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, to wear, to wear, to wear. Llevar puesto. When I was learning Spanish, I was surprised that the verb llevar had three very clearly different meanings. Llevar en brazos, to carry, okay? To take, llevar de un sitio a otro. And to wear, llevar puesto. And I was, ¿cómo será posible? Hoy llevo jersey. Today I'm wearing, moi, otra vez los besos, I'm wearing a sweater. Question, am I wearing a red sweater or an orange sweater? It's interesting because on television, for many people, this sweater looks red. However, it's perfect orange. I'm wearing an orange sweater. But for you, probably I'm wearing a red sweater. It doesn't matter. It keeps me cool when the air condition is on. So I'm wearing a sweater. Camera one. Okay. To wear, 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 wear. Llevar puesto. Los británicos cuando dicen dónde, también dicen where. La pronunciación es idéntica. Porque no aspiran la H con la W-H-R. Los americanos podemos soplar velas, apagar velas con desde dónde. Where, 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 where. Where do you wear sweaters? Where. Past tense wore. Yesterday I wore a blue sweater. war, war, where, war. Can you pronounce war? No, war. ¿Cómo dice? Aburrido, boring, bore. El núcleo, core, tore, rasgar. The past tense to tear, tore. For. Ayer llevé puesto 4 camisas. Yesterday I wore 4 shirts. Rima con la palabra guerra, o sea, es lo mismo, war. Llevé puesto una guerra sería I wore a war. War. I wore sweaters during the war. I didn't wear jackets during the war. I wore sweaters during the war. And the past tense, the participle was worn. I've worn this sweater only twice so far during this course. I've worn this sweater only twice during this course because I don't wear sweaters very often when I teach on television. But to change, I decided to wear this sweater last week, and now I'm wearing it again today. I'm wearing it today again. Yesterday I didn't wear it, but I wore it last week, and I've worn it twice. I wore it once last week. I wore it once last week. And so far during this course, I've worn it twice. Okay? To wear, llevar puesto. To wear out is gastar o desgastar. Okay? To wear out. Personalmente también estoy desgastado, estoy gastado de energías. I'm worn out. I'm very tired. I'm worn out. Worn out is rendido, agotado, extenuado. I'm worn out. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. I'm worn out. Are you worn out? Are you wearing a sweater now? Do you wear a sweater every day? Did you wear a sweater yesterday? Have you worn a sweater this week? Are you worn out now? Were you worn out last night before going to bed? Have you felt completely worn out this week? Wear, wore, worn, and wearing. Okay, I'm not wearing a tie. I usually don't wear a tie in this class. I've worn a tie only once in this program, and I think it was last week. I think I wore a tie last week, but I don't remember, or 2 weeks ago. I wore a suit, do you remember? With a blue tie, a light blue tie, I think, and basically a dark suit with a light blue tie. Now when I work, I often wear a suit and tie, but when I teach, I don't. I have 3 basic responsibilities. I'm a teacher, I'm a manager, and I'm a businessman, okay? No, I have 4, and I'm a creator, a designer of teaching materials and teaching products, okay? So I wear 4 different caps, basically, all right? And when I teach, I usually don't wear a suit and tie. But when I manage or I do business, I often wear a suit and tie. Last week, I wore a suit 3 days. But when I came here, I took off the suit and I put on my teaching uniform, which is usually not a suit. But one day, I didn't have time. I arrived late. I got here late, just in time for the makeup and to start. Boom. So when I came, I was wearing a suit. And so I sat down in this chair as a businessman, and I transformed my mind into a teacher. to change the switch, cambiar el chip, as you say now, to be a teacher. Wearing my uniform for a businessman. Okay. I wore a suit yesterday, but I haven't worn a suit today. I started working this morning with this sweater, and I'm still working now with this sweater to wear. And yesterday I wore the same shoes I'm wearing today, but the day before yesterday I wore a different pair of shoes. Today I'm wearing a pair of brown shoes, and yesterday I wore a pair of brown shoes too. But the day before yesterday, I wore a pair of black shoes. Wore. I've never worn a pair of pink shoes. I've never worn a pair of white shoes for business or for teaching. I've never worn blue shoes. Never. No. But I've worn blue tennis shoes for sports, yes. But I've never worn blue dress shoes for business or teaching. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes after our sponsors. Usually when I go to Texas, I wear a cowboy hat. I have a very nice cowboy hat. And I wear a belt. I wear a belt with a big Texas buckle. Buckle, bucle escrito, con ceca en medio. I wear a buckle, una hebilla tejana, a big Texas buckle. But I don't wear those things when I come to Spain. I leave them, well, I bring them back to Spain, but I don't wear them here. I've never worn a cowboy hat in Spain except at a party. I've never worn my belt with the Texas buckle except in festive moments, okay? I've never worn my spurs, mis espuelas tampoco. I've never worn my spurs in Spain, although sometimes I wear my spurs in Texas. Okay, let's meet our next teacher, and then I'll be back.
Hello. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. You're very welcome. My name is Fitz, and our guest is Luca. Luca, who likes to repeat. How is Luca today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, are you ready to repeat?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Okay, Luca, did you wear a hat yesterday?
Yes, I wore a hat.
I wore.
I wore a hat.
I wore.
I wore a hat yesterday.
And in the negative?
No, I didn't wear a hat yesterday.
Very good. Have you worn gloves this year?
Yes, I've worn gloves this year.
Okay, so did you wear gloves yesterday?
Yes, I wore gloves yesterday.
Have you worn gloves this year?
Yes, I've worn gloves this year.
Very good. Did you wear gloves yesterday? Yes, I wore gloves yesterday, or I didn't wear gloves yesterday. Have you worn gloves this year? Yes, I've worn gloves this year, or no, I haven't worn gloves this year. Do you often wear high heels?
Sometimes, yes, sometimes I wear high heels.
Okay, and when do you wear high heels?
When I have long trousers.
Very good. Okay. Will you wear jewelry tomorrow? Will you wear jewelry tomorrow?
No, I won't wear jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry
Very good.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And what is, ¿cómo se dice jewelry?
Joyas, no?
Okay. And again, I won't
I won't wear jewelry
jewelry
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Very good. Am I wearing a raincoat right now?
No, you are not wearing a raincoat right now.
Okay. And what is a raincoat?
Un chubasquero.
Okay. Will you be wearing new clothes next week?
Yes, I'll be wearing new clothes next week.
Very good. Ask me if I like wearing makeup.
Do you like wearing makeup?
It's okay. ¿Cómo se dice makeup?
Maquillaje.
Okay. Ask me if I've ever worn special boots.
Have you ever worn a special
Special boots. And again?
Have you ever worn special boots?
Very good. And one more time.
Have you ever worn special boots?
Very good. Perfect. Have you ever worn special boots? Have you ever worn special boots? Yes, I've worn special boots. Ask me if I'm wearing a striped shirt.
Are you wearing a striped shirt?
Very good. No, I'm not wearing a striped shirt. Ask me if I'm wearing a plain shirt.
Are you wearing a plain shirt?
Yes, I'm wearing a plain shirt. Ask me if I'm wearing a skirt.
Are you wearing a skirt?
No, I'm not wearing a skirt. Ask me if I always wear a watch.
Do you always wear a watch?
Okay, yes, I always wear a watch. Ask me if I wear it on my left wrist or my right wrist.
Do you wear it on your left or on your right wrist?
Wrist, very good. And again,
Do you wear it on your right wrist or on your left wrist?
very good. I wear it on my left wrist. Do you wear it on your right wrist or on your left wrist? I wear it on my left wrist. On my left wrist. Okay? So I wear it on my left wrist.
Okay.
Do dogs usually wear shoes?
No, they don't wear shoes.
Okay, shoes.
Shoes.
Shoes. And again,
No, dogs don't wear shoes.
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 Very good. Do dogs usually wear shoes?
No, they don't.
Usually
No, they don't usually wear shoes.
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 They don't usually wear shoes. Shoes. Do dogs usually wear shoes? No, they don't usually wear shoes. Luca, ask me if I wear a bikini in the summer.
Do you wear a bikini in the summer?
No, I don't wear a bikini in the summer. Ask me if I wear a hat in the winter.
Do you wear a hat in the winter?
Yes, I sometimes wear a hat in the winter. Do you wear a hat in the winter? I sometimes wear a hat in the winter. Ask me if I'm wearing a Russian hat.
Are you wearing a Russian hat?
Very good. Are you wearing a Russian hat? No, I'm not wearing a Russian hat. Are you wearing a Russian hat? No, I'm not wearing a Russian hat. Do you know anyone who wears a hat on their nose?
No, I don't know anyone who wears
Wears.
a hat on their nose.
Nose. And one more time. And
No,
wears.
I don't know anyone who wears a hat.
Wears.
A hat on their nose.
And one more time with wears. I don't know anyone who wears.
No, I don't know anyone who wears a hat on their nose.
Okay. Do you know anyone who wears a hat on their nose? No, I don't know anyone who wears a hat on their nose. Do you wear a hat on your nose?
No, I don't wear a hat on my nose.
Ask me if I wear a hat on my nose.
Do you wear a hat on your nose?
No, I don't. Do you know anyone who wears a hat on their nose?
No, I don't know anyone who wears a hat on their nose.
Very good. I don't know anyone who wears a hat on their nose. I don't wear a hat on my nose. Luca, will you be wearing flowers in your hair tomorrow?
No, I won't be wearing flowers on my hair tomorrow. In my hair tomorrow.
And ask me if I'll be wearing flowers in my hair tomorrow.
Will you be wearing flowers in your hair tomorrow?
No, I won't be wearing flowers in my hair tomorrow. Ask me if I'll be wearing flowers in my hair tomorrow. I won't be wearing flowers in my hair tomorrow. And Luca won't be wearing flowers in her hair tomorrow. Have you ever worn 10 coats at the same time?
I didn't understand.
Okay.
Have you ever?
Have you ever worn 10 coats
Coats.
at the same
Okay.
time?
No, I have never worn 10 coats at the same time.
Okay. Are you wearing 2 waistcoats now?
Am I wearing 2
Waistcoats.
Now, yes, I am wearing 2 waistcoats now.
Waistcoats.
Waistcoats.
Coats.
Coats.
Waistcoats.
Waistcoats.
Very good. And again, the full sentence?
Yes, I am wearing 2 waistcoats now.
Okay. She's wearing 2 waistcoats now. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice waistcoat en español?
Chaleco.
Okay. So she's wearing 2 waistcoats now. What are you wearing?
I am wearing 2 waistcoats now.
Very good. Okay. Ask me if I'll be wearing gloves tomorrow.
Will you be wearing gloves tomorrow?
Okay. No, I won't be wearing gloves tomorrow. Okay. What will you be wearing tomorrow? Thank you for listening and keep practicing. Thank you and goodbye.
You know, the last time I went to Italy was 2 years ago. Yeah, I went to Tuscany. I went to San Gimignano, I went to Siena, to Florence, to Pisa, and to Volterra in Tuscany. Very nice, okay? Now, so the last time I went to Italy was 2 years ago. So I haven't gone to Italy for 2 years. I haven't gone to Italy since 2007. This class, by the way, is being recorded right now, October 2009. Some of you will watch me at a later date. So now it's October 2009. So I haven't been back. I haven't gone back or been back. I haven't been back to Italy for 2 years. I haven't been back to Italy since 2007. Okay. Now the last time I played tennis, Dios mío, the last time I played tennis was in about the year 2000. Yeah. I haven't played tennis in 9 years, or for 9 years. I haven't played tennis for 9 years. I haven't played tennis since the year 2000, okay? The last time I played golf was last August. Yeah, the last time I played golf was last August. So, I haven't played golf for 2 months only. I haven't played golf since last August. 3 ways of expressing the same basic idea. The last time I spoke to Maria was before the beginning of this segment. So I haven't spoken to Maria for 3 minutes, basically. I haven't spoken to Maria since 7:13, okay? So, the last time I drank an Irish coffee was last June, I believe. Yes. So I haven't drunk an Irish coffee for 3 or 4 months. I haven't drunk an Irish coffee for 4 months. The last time I wore a sweater like this one, similar to this one, was 2 weeks ago. So I haven't worn a sweater like this for 2 weeks. I haven't worn a sweater since the middle of October, because now it's the end of October. The last time I made contact with an old friend from Oklahoma was 5 years ago, yeah, with Bob in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The last time I saw him and spoke to him personally in Oklahoma was 5 years ago. I haven't seen him for 5 years. I haven't seen him since 2004. Yeah, I haven't seen him since 2004. The last time I spoke to my wife about the problems in Albania was about 5 years ago. Yeah. I haven't spoken to her about the problems in Albania for 5 years. I haven't spoken to her about those problems since 2004. I remember too, because there's a very important person in this company from Albania in our Humanities and Social Science program. And I remember talking to my wife about the problems in Albania about 5 years ago. So it's been 5 years since I talked about the problems in Albania with my wife. The last time I flew to Ireland was last February. So I haven't been back to Ireland since last February. I haven't been back to Ireland for 10 months, okay? So the last time I spoke to my sister was in September, at the beginning of September. So I haven't spoken to my sister for almost 2 months. I haven't spoken to her since the beginning of September. Yeah. The last time I missed a class on Aprende Inglés Tuve y Vago en Inglés 4.0, the last time I missed a class, the last time I canceled, I haven't missed a class, but the last time I canceled a class of the recordings was about 1 month ago. Yeah. So I haven't canceled a class since last month. I haven't canceled a class for a month. O sea, no he cancelado. O hace un mes que no cancelo una clase. I haven't canceled a class for a month. I haven't canceled a class since last month. Okay? The last time I saw a ballet was in the year 1999. Wow. Un ballet clásico. The last time I saw a ballet performance was in 1999. So I haven't seen a ballet performance for 10 years. I haven't seen a ballet performance since 1999. The last time I saw a play on Broadway in New York City, the last time I saw a play on Broadway was in 1998. Yeah, perfectly. I remember perfectly. So I haven't seen a play on Broadway for 11 years. Oof. I haven't seen a play on Broadway since 1998. For and since. For is the duration of time. Since is from the point in time until now. I haven't seen a Broadway play for 11 years. I haven't seen a Broadway play since 1998. Okay? And I haven't used camera number 1 since the last segment. I haven't used camera number 1 for 8 or 9 minutes. Because in this segment, I forgot to change, okay, to camera number 1. Because to tell you the truth, I have a special predilection for camera number 2. Because in camera number 2, I can sit straight in front of you and look straight at you. Okay? So, I have to go now. I have to pass the baton, el testigo, to another teacher. But I'll be back.
Hello, thank you for being here and thank you, Richard. Today, I'm going to review everything you saw in the previous class. For those of you that don't know, I'm Natasha, your teacher, and today, to help me review the previous class is Mamen. How are you?
Hi, Natasha.
Let's
Fine.
see if Mamen remembers, okay? Because I don't know if you remember, but some classes ago, I reminded Mamen how to say hello in Australian English. Do you remember?
I don't know why.
G'day.
G'day.
In the next class, you will
Yes.
remember,
Ooh.
okay? In the next class, we're
I'm
going
tough.
to get it. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there, okay? Okay, as you know, we're going to review first the 5 words of the day, okay? Very, very important, okay? I know the words come up here, sé que las palabras aparecen aquí abajo, pero lo que es importante es practicar la pronunciación, okay? So try to say it correctly and try to listen to me and to say it similar, okay? Try to imitate me, okay? Remember to say things out loud, okay? It's the only way to practice a language, okay? By speaking it. Okay, let's start with the vocabulary. I'll say the word in Spanish and you in English, okay? The first word is mono, okay? Mono. How do you say this? Monkey, very good. Monkey. Aunque se escribe con una O, se pronuncia como si fuera una A. Monkey. Repeat. Very good. Let's see if Mamen can say this word as well.
Monkey.
Very good, very good, very good. No me está llamando nada ni nada.
Not yet.
Not yet. The next one is me alegro. How do we say this? Me alegro. Very good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Very good. Okay, let's get Mamen to say this as well.
I'm glad
Very
to
good.
be here.
Are you glad?
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm glad you're glad, okay? The next one is pérdida. How do we say pérdida? Very good. Loss. Loss with that S at the end. Loss. Repeat. Very good. Loss. Let's get Mamen to say this as well.
Loss.
Very good. Nothing to correct. I can never correct Mamen on pronunciation. Her pronunciation is very, very, very good, okay? Okay, the next one is grandes almacenes. How do we say this? Grandes almacenes. Very good. Department store. Department store. Repeat. Very good. Department store. Now let's get Mamen to say this to see if she says it perfectly as well.
Department store.
Very good. You did say it perfectly, okay? And the last word is fuerza. How do we say fuerza? Strength. Strength. This is a bit more difficult to say because it's the G, strength, and then the TH. Repeat. Very good. Let's see if Mamen can say this word as well.
Strength.
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 Very good. Strength. Okay, with that TH sound. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with the grammar point of the day. Okay. We're going to review or we're going to practice for and since. Okay. For with periods of time and since with a definite date. Okay, in the past. Okay. Very, very, very important. Okay. Remember to say these sentences out loud, en voz alta. Soy una pesada, ya lo sé, pero hay que decirlo en voz alta, si no, no se practica, ¿vale? Okay, I'm going to say a sentence and you have to rephrase using for and since, okay? Let's start with Mamen, okay? The first one is for you, okay? The example, I didn't write it. It's the example, the first one is the example that's in the book, and it says, the last time my wife spoke to Natasha was on Monday. It's now Tuesday. So, your wife hasn't...
Your wife hasn't spoken to Natasha since Tuesday.
Since Monday.
Since Monday.
Very good.
And
Your wife.
Your wife hasn't spoken to Natasha for a week.
For one day.
I was.
For one day. One more time.
It's okay. Okay. Your wife hasn't spoken to Natasha for one day.
Very good. And that's it?
Yes.
Yeah. She wanted to say more.
Yeah,
That's it. Just 2 sentences. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? I saw my brother in December. It's now October. I'll repeat, okay? I saw my brother in December. It's now October. Very good. You haven't seen your brother since October, and now with for. Very good. You haven't seen your brother for 10 months, okay? You haven't seen your brother for 10 months. Very good. The next one is from Mamen. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mary's friend swept the floor on Saturday. It's now Wednesday.
She hasn't swept the floor since Monday.
Since Wednesday?
Since Wednesday. And she hasn't swept the floor for 4 days.
Very good. Repeat the last one.
She hasn't swept the floor for 4 days.
What is to sweep the floor?
Barrer.
Barrer. Very good. She knows everything. She's my automatic dictionary. Okay. The next one is for you at home, okay? The last time my neighbor said hello was 2 months ago. It's now January. I'll repeat, okay? The last time my neighbor said hello was 2 months ago. It's now January. Okay, the first one with since. Very good, okay? Your neighbor hasn't said hello since November, okay? And now with 4. Very good. Your neighbor hasn't said hello for 2 months. Your neighbor hasn't said hello for 2 months. Very good. The next one is from Mamen. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I saw a shooting star was 6 years ago. It's now 2006. I'll repeat, okay? The last time I saw a shooting star was 6 years ago. It's now 2006. What is a shooting star?
Una estrella voladora.
Fugaz. Yeah,
Sí.
yeah, exactly, okay? So,
Uf. You haven't seen.
you haven't?
You haven't seen a
Seen?
Huh?
You haven't seen?
You haven't seen a shooting star since
Since the year 2000?
2002.
No, just
2000.
One more time.
Yes, you haven't seen a shooting star since the year 2000.
Very good. And now 4?
And you haven't
haven't?
seen a shooting star for 6 years.
Very good. One more time.
You haven't seen a shooting star for 6 years.
Very good. You haven't seen a shooting star for 6 years. Okay, the next one is for you, okay, at home. The last time he sent her an email was at 1 p.m. It's now 6 p.m. The last time he sent her an email was at 1 p.m. It's now 6 p.m. Very good. He hasn't sent her an email for 5 hours. He hasn't sent her an email for 5 hours. And since? Very good. He hasn't sent her an email since 1 o'clock. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Mamen.
Thank
you
you.
for being here. And thank you at home as well, okay? Remember to study, to review, and to practice as much as possible. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, we finished class 88. Tomorrow, class 89. Oh, little by little, step by step, very slowly. That's the idea. Really, deliberately, intentionally, our idea is to go very slowly, consolidating every step, clarifying every point, and repeating again and again essential elements that constitute the basic structure of English. And those essential elements that constitute the basic structure of my language cover 80% of everything we use in day-to-day language, including business language. So it's essential and very important. All right, see you tomorrow.